I wanted to close the session by asking you to recall from your very serious Thursday night Gordon Research Conference endeavors in writing poetry.
Poetry.
I think there were limericks that came out of that, and as I recall, you had a couple of favorites too.
I'll give you.
Do those come to mind?
Yes, of course they come to mind. I like limericks. Well, I'll give you one of my favorite limericks is. This has nothing to do with statistics, but I'll give it to you anyway.
Okay.
The waiter has asked me to say what dessert I should like for today. Now, the correct word's sorbet, but I often forget and I order the lemon sorbet. Did you know that sorbet is a Turkish word, and the first sorbets and so forth were invented in Turkey, but of course when you see the word sorbet, you immediately, and it's a food and so forth, you immediately give it the French intonation. So there's one for you. But you want a statistical one?
Well, I've been doing sorbet wrong all these many years then.
I do it all the time.
I've been doing sorbet wrong all these many years. Yeah. Well, yes, some statistical too.
One of my favorites is about Bayes. A wonderful man is a Bayesian. He can solve problems in more than one Waysian. He is often inspired to alter his prior to get answers that match his persuasion.
His persuasion.
Yeah. I think that's good. That's good. And I did that a long, long time ago. And actually, I've had people call me up and ask me, "Are you the author of that?" And there are slight variations on it. And the other one is one of my favorites. And then we'll leave the discussion there because if you read Bach's 100 and 100, you read anything I've ever written in that sense. In the first lecture in the Westinghouse series, I tell the students, I make a distinct difference between the word average and the word mean. The average is a statistic, and the mean is an idea, it's a parameter. I mean, there's the word. There's the verb, to average. There's the participle, averaging. And the average is something constructed out of raw material. But the word, the mean, it's a concept. Mm-hmm. Right? So when I talk to you and I use the word average, I mean the statistic. When I talk to you and I say the word mean, by golly, I mean, of course, we use the more formal, the expected value, the true value, the thing the average is trying to get to, trying to exposit in the presence of noise. So. The student, it seems, is confused. Which word, mean or average, to use? Which is the statistic and which the parameter? Or does the teacher intentionally confound the matter to keep all the students confused? So that's
Delightful.
one of my pet peeves.
Delightful.